can't. Give me a second.
You can't what?
Give me a second.
You can't see it? What the fuck? Like, I don't get it.
No, all right. Premier League match week 3. Premier League match week 3.
We're doing. Hold up. You just gonna just.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna do it?
Yeah, Premier League match
You're
week
just
3.
gonna everything I said. Denounce it.
In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. All right. Man City versus Liverpool.
Yo, hold on. Go again.
1-1.
Match day 3. Go again.
Match day 3. Match day 13. Man City versus Liverpool.
Correct.
1-1.
Yeah.
1-1. City hosting Liverpool. What'd you take away from this game?
So, all right. So watching the game, I did not think any team deserved all 3 points. I think it was a very fair, even game. 1-1 looked like the obvious results. There was a lot of screw up on the back, especially with Alisson. But City didn't capitalize on it. But 1-1 is about fair. I didn't think City deserved all 3 or Liverpool, but I would say City played just a little bit better. And their signings are doing, I wouldn't say good, but a little better than good.
I thought that
average.
City. I think City deserved to win this game.
You think so?
Yeah, they had us pinned in our box for like the majority of the first half, and we didn't get the counterattack and the mistake by Alisson because he tried to start the counterattack because we were pinned back so much. I think that's why they deserved to win it. But when they scored the first goal, and they were missing opportunities after opportunities, Guardiola he was like upset on the sideline because I think the commentator said like, oh, he knows that like one goal is not enough, like they got to get more. Yeah. Trent ended up scoring, which was pretty good, and we stayed resilient. I think that was one of the reasons why we got the point, because we stayed so disciplined and we kept our head up throughout the game, and. But City, they just had control. For me, they had control for like 70% of the game.
Yeah, no, I agree. They had control, but they didn't do much. Like they had opportunity wasted. Foden didn't score off the. Yeah, they didn't capitalize.
They did have opportunities, but they created it felt like they were creating like 4 opportunities for every one that we created.
But But I don't think they deserved all 3. It's just off the sheer number of missed opportunities. I think they should have capitalized, but they didn't. But you are right. Man City did have a bulk of possession at that first half, but for me, I just didn't think it was enough.
What do you think of Klopp's midfield choice for this game?
Klopp's midfield choice:
Curtis Jones, McAllister, and Szoboszlai.
No, I actually kind of like it because they were giving you're giving these young kids a shot. I always thought Curtis Jones was good, maybe not a starter, but this is just going to further cement him as a player. Yeah, no, I liked it.
Yeah, he for sure needs more game time.
I think he does, just to cement him a little more.
I think Elliott gets more love from Klopp, but I think Curtis getting game time is really, really good.
Yeah, but see, the difference is Elliott, for me, plays more of a winger. Like, he's not... he'll play back, but I think he's more of a winger, if anything. And I think with Club, because I don't really think there's a set up top, so, like, against these smaller teams... He'll just like rotate and put Elliott. I think it's way easier to put in an Elliott than a Curtis Jones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially when he's like a creative midfielder who can take the ball and push forward. With
it.
There was some controversy in this game about the Alisson foul. Alisson got fouled a couple times, and they denied a goal because of it. Do you think that's a foul?
So, all right, if by the letter of the law, it's a foul. But if it's a soft ass, no. If it was me personally, I wouldn't give it. It was very soft. I know you got to protect the keeper because he's in his box, but very soft. No, I wouldn't give it.
All right. I think that it was a foul and that the ref got it right.
Man.
Of course, I think that it's man. I mean, I'll be honest. Bias aside, I think that's a foul. I mean, it's a foul for sure for me because you're impeding the movement of the arm of the goalie, which gives the goalkeeper the advantage of using his hands. Like. The commentator said something like, "Oh, center backs versus center forwards. Like, there's a lot of like touching like that, like grabbing on the shoulder and stuff. But the difference is the goalie can actually use his hands, and he's impeding the movement, which is a foul."
I see what you're saying. Yeah, because the difference is one can use hands. So if
I thought that was just a stupid opinion by the commentator, to be honest. If City had won that game, they would have been 4 points ahead.
Yeah.
in first place. And
But not
but not right now. Do you think it's a big deal for City to drop those points, especially because they've been dropping? They've been dropping some points recently.
So it is a big deal. I'm gonna be honest with you. If City does not win the Premier League, I don't think clubs should. I don't want to say care because you want to win a trophy. Don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't be as big of a deal because they've won so much. You know what I mean? It would go down as a chalked season. Don't get me wrong, 100%. But
I think they're trying to focus on going back to back Champions League.
I think they're more focused on. I think they're more focused on Champions League.
That's what I feel like. That's what Guardiola wants.
I mean, like I said,
that's all he's done. He's going back to back with the Premier League. He's that's what really all that's left. He's won.
No, I think he's gonna probably want to win
Europa League,
more Champions League. No, Europa League. Don't disrespect.
I'm just saying. What else is there for him to win?
Win Champions League. He only has one.
Exactly. That's what
he has multiple Premier Leagues. What
That's what I'm saying. But he wants to go back to back.
He already did.
In Champions League?
No. You're saying okay. I thought you mean back to back with in Premier League.
No, he's already done that. That's why.
All right, I misheard you. Yeah, but no, if they don't win, it'd be a chalked season. But who cares? Who cares? As a fan, who cares? Give it to somebody else.
As a
God
neutral,
damn
who
it.
cares? Yeah. I mean, I wish. I mean, City's doing really, really, really well. This season they have dropped points, but they haven't looked like they've been outplayed so far this season.
Yeah.
Like I said, they had control over this game. Even the game against Wolves, they didn't look like they were being outplayed. Wolves just looked like they got they got one on them.
Yeah.
And especially with the things that they're going on with the financial fair play rules and stuff like that.
Don't lie.
What?
They're going through financial fair play?
City? Yeah, they have like 150
cases.
Yeah, 150
that we know
cases.
they're gonna botch to this, like as if nothing happened, sweep it on the rug.
I'm just
Poor
saying
Everton.
it's a lot.
Poor Everton.
Coitado de Everton.
Coitado, man.
So it's gonna be a little weird if like the following couple, I want to say years or so, if they end up being guilty for that because they're winning everything.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
It's interesting, but I already know how it's going to go. I don't even think they're going to potentially strip the title. I don't think they would ever go that far. At most, maybe I see a little asterisk caught, FFA or FFFP, whatever, breach. But they're not going to take titles away.
All right, before I go to the next game, I want to ask you about the PGMOL. The referees, apparently they got air traffic control to help with VAR. So that they could communicate clearer.
This is the most stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. I think my day would be a lot better if you had never told me this. You got air traffic control.
Yes, to help
you with VAR.
Yes, to help with communication and stuff like that. What? What are you laughing at?
That's a joke. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? They're professionals. They communicate for a living.
Yeah.
So they're helping people who know how to work the equipment.
With the controls, yeah.
But just like with the communication between the referee and VAR.
Hey, like I said, if it's going to help them, go ahead. But I just find this real ridiculous. Real ridiculous.
Like, you think it's just a stunt? Like,
I think it is a stunt.
Now they're just grasping at like whatever they can?
I think so too. Why even get the equipment if you're not really fully trained in it?
It's not the equipment. It's the communication.
How do you communicate through the equipment?
Well, no. You use the equipment
to communicate.
To come up with a decision that you have to communicate to the ref. So they're taking. So the guys who are in the VAR office, right?
Yep.
They're looking at it. They're professionals at that. They have no problem with that. It's telling the ref and communicating to the ref what they see. And if the ref should see,
yeah, but that's not a problem. They have all earpieces.
I mean,
how hard is it?
That's
to
the problem.
Communicate?
But that's what happened against Liverpool and Spurs. Because it was a communication thing.
Yeah, but I don't even. Well, then again, I don't know if the ref was. I heard the audio of it because they did a playback of what happened and everything. They were communicating just fine. I don't know if the ref was in that call. I'm gonna have to research it and see if the ref was in that call. But I don't think there's a problem with it. I just think I don't know. I think it's a snub, man. There's no way.
All right, so if it's not air traffic control inside the VAR booth, that would help. What would help VAR?
Honestly, I feel like maybe taking a back seat. Or actually, no.
In what way?
Take a back seat, like remove VAR for a half a season, or iron out the details more clear, and then just implement it.
How are you going to iron out the details?
I think it was rushed.
How are you going to iron out the details without situations where you can? Number one, real life situations. Number two, pressure situations.
Tournaments, friendlies.
I mean, that's why
you could implement it. You could implement it in MLS or the Saudis, and something before you.
Come on.
I'm just giving out names, but the Thailand league or whatever. I don't know.
Imagine, you know how the media would be if the Americans did it. This, that, and the other.
I'm just naming names. Maybe not MLS, but the Canadian
the British
league.
media is gonna be if the Americans did it, the Saudi did it. So they're gonna be like, so what? They're not like their league is not half of what our league is.
Yeah.
I think that VAR, them getting the air traffic control inside there, I think it's you had said, it is kind of like a stunt. They just need to be better at their job.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. They will get better, but it's a stunt. No, there's no way about it. There's no two ways about it.
All right, so on to the next game, Sheffield and Bournemouth. Did you watch this one?
No.
All right, 1-3.
Did you watch it?
I did not. The replay wasn't actually. The replay was available, but I chose Luton and Crystal Palace to watch instead of that.
I got a question. Why?
I don't know. I just chose Luton and Crystal Palace.
If it was my choice, I think I would pick. I didn't watch it because I'll be honest, it's just a lower league team. I don't give a damn about it. But if I had to pick between Luton and this, I would pick this because they're closer in table.
I mean, yeah.
So I think it would be. Fair,
I see what you're talking about, but Sheffield United 1, Bournemouth 3. On to the next game, Forest and Brighton.
I watched
Forest
this game.
2, Brighton 2.
Did you watch it?
I did not watch this one. Tell me about it.
But you watched Luton.
I watched Luton.
Your decision makings, I don't know.
It's just crazy, huh?
Yeah, especially McTominay. That was wild.
All right, continue the game. What'd you get from the game?
Anyways, this game was actually very entertaining. Lewis Dunk is stupid. He got a red card for being stupid. You're up 3-1. There's a penalty call, whatever. They were getting attacked, but I feel like they were dictating play as well, like fine. Like Norwich was attacking. And
Norwich,
Nottingham Forest. I apologize. They were attacking, but Brighton kept possession. They were actually playing cool. I actually like De Zerbi. That's the coach's name.
Yeah, De Zerbi.
Yeah, I actually like his play style. I think he's actually a really good coach.
Do you like Steve Cooper?
No.
You don't like?
No.
He always looks like he's about to cry.
He always looks pissed.
Really?
Yeah. For me, he looks just pissed all the time.
Yeah, his forehead lines are always activated.
I'd be pissed too if I had that headline. I can't lie. But Lewis Dunk, whatever, talked to the ref. I think he said something. I don't know what he said, and then got a red card, which was really stupid. But that game was.
Wait, he got a red card for just yapping?
I don't know if it was too. So he got a yellow or whatever, right? And then
you got
arguing with the ref.
Oh, okay. All right.
Arguing, right?
Yep.
He came back, said something, and then the ref just gave him a red.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Fuck around, find out.
Yeah, exactly, type shit. I think though, like that game was kind of from 68 minute on, it was literally a Sunday league game. It was just buraza. I don't know how to translate it. Buraza on the field, just stupid ass. And there were like Sunday league tackles going on, and the ref just after the red card, just I think lost it a little bit. It was a good game though. Forest started amazing. They got a goal right off the bat. And Brighton kind of looked shell-shocked because they were like, yo, what just happened? Like, they scored. But after that, they played really well. They dominated as they should. They scored 3. And then towards the 68th minute, Northern Forest came in and they played. But they gave effort a little too late and ended up losing the game. But it was a very good game to watch.
It was a winnable game for both teams?
Yeah, it was. Actually, no, I think Brighton at the end of the day had it because they were 3-1 up. They had a red card. Maybe you could get a win, but they're just because a lot of teams, when they get a red card, they shut down, and it actually makes it harder for the score.
Except for Spurs.
Exactly.
All right, I'll definitely check out the game. Check out the highlights after. Burnley and West Ham.
Did
Burnley
not watch it.
won. West
Actually,
Ham 2. I did not watch this one.
I had this on the background, but yeah, no.
Tell me about it.
No, it was background. I can't comment. I think I'd butcher
Anything you get from the game? Anything?
I think Burnley, honestly speaking, Burnley's not that bad, man.
They can't score.
That's the problem, really. But they're not that bad. They're last place. Don't get me wrong. Like they're bottom of the table, you can tell. But they're not too bad. If they can just score, I think they'd be a lot better off than they are.
If they could just score.
No, seriously, as simple as that. If they could just score.
If Liverpool could just put away our opportunities, we'd be top of the league.
I know it's cliche to say, but they're not that bad, man. Honestly, I can see them doing what like Newcastle,
Are they like
Forest.
your Cinderella team?
No, heck
They're your
no.
Cinderella
Heck no.
team?
They're not like QPR back in the day. No,
Are you sure?
no.
Are you sure you're not catching feelings?
I promise you, I'm not. Nope. Vincent Company can go back
Yo,
to
don't let-
the second division. I don't care.
Don't let Mikey hear you that you getting a hard on for Burnley.
No, I don't get a hard on. I don't care for them.
All right. On to the next game. Luton 2, Crystal Palace 1.
You tell me because I didn't watch this one.
I watched this one and I'm gonna be honest. From the first minute to 65, you don't have to watch the game. Okay.
So right before they scored.
I'll be honest. No. There was an injury.
Okay.
I forgot to Palace. Dude on Palace. He got stretchered off.
Stretch it? It was that bad? Dang.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with the commentators had something to say about patella or something like that.
It wasn't
So-
Schlupp?
I don't think it was Schlupp.
The only people who got subbed was Schlupp, Decore, Esse, and Eduard.
It might be Edward.
That's going to be a huge blow.
It might be. But it's all right, I can't remember. But anyway,
That's gonna be
Luton
huge
early
blow.
on, they were like crossing the ball and they were like they were trying to really stretch the defense a little bit. And it was good to see that they were, teams doing something different other than just pass. They were giving early crosses, doing all that type of that type of way because their strikers are not exactly the most mobile, but they're taller and they can win the ball. But Kaminsky for Luton, he for me, one of the men in the match for Luton. He had a great double save and he had a nice save. And Olise is a baller, man. This guy, right? So I think it was Mengi who scores. He's a defender, right? Off of another cross, a corner, right? Ball comes to him, drops to his feet, puts it in the back of the net. Olise comes and just strong arms the defense, just down the right side, cuts in, and then just far corner. Yeah, just it was pretty good. One thing I would say is that Crystal Palace, they don't create anything that's not on the right side of the field. Anything on any other side of the field,
non-existent.
middle, left, they're not creating nothing. But as soon as the ball goes to the right, they're creating something. IU had an okay game.
Came in as a sub.
Yeah, and then on the 83rd minute, I think the substitute Brown again from across. I would say that he got a little lucky because the Crystal Palace defender let the ball go across and then he just threw his foot at it.
And yeah,
And then it went in. But it was great from Luton. I think it was like 15 minutes of extra time, and I'm all for that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm for the World Cup extra time. I like.
I don't know if I like it.
No, I like fans getting their full 90 minutes worth of action.
Football, yeah.
But if I had to give from first minute to 65, trash game, but from like 66 to 104, great game.
I got a question, right?
And for a man of the match,
Yeah.
I'd probably say the Luton left back Osho, Osho. He would probably be my man of the match.
Yeah. So I would ask you. A lot of people were banking that. I was banking that Crystal Palace would dominate this game, mostly because Olise and Eze. Them pair was my favorite. What do you think? Do you think that pairing's still a threat, or do you like?
Yeah. But the thing is that Olise, he just came back from injury. So it's gonna be a little bit before he gets back to.
Well, he scored a goal, so
I mean, you can score a goal, but you can still have moments where you can't. You don't trust your body 100%. You're not gonna
match fitness. Yeah.
Yeah, that as well, conditioning. But what was the question again?
No, I'm saying. So, do you still bank on the pairing, or?
Yeah, I do because you got to give him time. You got to give him time. I think that Luton, they didn't give up the whole game. They kept the game tight. Lockyer, their captain, he was directing football, dropping deep to get passes, passing out wide, getting the ball and trying to shift play. He was doing a lot for them.
Definitely something that they deserve to win.
I mean, it was a very, very tightly contested game, and if one team was gonna get it,
Luton.
It would be Luton. But trust me, Palace had their moments. They hit the bar. They headed off the bar. IU, he came in. Normally he's pretty good, gives his effort, but he wasn't. He didn't. It wasn't really his day. So so that's that for that game. But really good game. I would say if you're gonna watch that game, 65-minute forward, you can watch that game. All right, so we'll go on to the next one. We'll go to Chelsea and actually, let me say it correctly. Newcastle 4, Chelsea 1. Tell me about it.
So first off, I want to start by saying, like Dunk, what's his name? The captain.
Reece James.
Reece James is stupid. You're already on the yellow, and then you do a stupid, silly tackle like that to get a red, further cementing the doom of your club.
A lot of Chelsea players did that too. Cucurella got a yellow card for yapping.
Yep.
Sterling got a yellow card for kicking the ball away. Reece James again yapping, and then he did that foo shit in the back, and then he got the red card.
Yep.
So
like you said, a lot of individuals did some stupid things.
It's a lot of, but with Chelsea, it's expected at this point. They don't have no leaders.
There really isn't. And then their leader, although he's still good in my opinion, did that screw up Thiago Silva to lead to the goal.
No, he is still good. It's just, we can't have him all.
No, of course. And being 39, I believe, at some point he's gonna be like Van Dijk. He's gonna hit that peak. And he's going to start going down if he has not already hit it.
Yo, Van Dijk hits his peak at 39. Yo, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. But first off, I just caught what you did there. That's not cool. Van Dijk didn't hit his peak. Van Dijk didn't hit his peak and he's on his way down.
Nah.
It took me a second to yo. Van Dijk is still there.
He's still there.
Yeah, don't get it
barely. Yeah.
What do you mean barely?
You remember the PBS kid, the cliffhanger?
What are you talking about?
You remember the cliffhangers?
No, I don't remember.
No, he's barely.
Yeah,
well, it was one of the shows, but he's there on the cliffhanger. Whoever knows. But no, this game just chalked up to individual errors, and Newcastle won. Even though they had crazy injuries, I think they had 3 keepers on the bench, which is wild. 2 is good enough, but 3, that's wild.
I think this game goes down to team errors rather than individual errors.
Yeah. You think so?
I don't want to say team errors. I want to say teamwork in general, because Newcastle early on, they had a lot of energy. They were pushing the ball forward. They were really pressing them. And Chelsea were not really doing that. And Chelsea were losing the ball cheaply, running into dead ends, passing to no one in particular, losing possession. It was really you can tell the difference. But Chelsea, they were getting results when they would press, but they were barely pressing together as a team.
Yeah.
For the Sterling goal, for instance, they got that free kick off of the ball went into the midfield. Everybody converges on him, and then they go on a counterattack. And then they get the foul, and Sterling, he gets the goal. That barely happens for the rest of the game. They barely press as a team.
Yeah.
And that's they're just not disciplined, because, like I said before, the yellow cards, the yapping in the ref, the kicking the ball away. There's no need for that, especially when you're not. It's not like you're playing the best football that you've ever played. This team is struggling very, very bad right now. Granted, they got their tie against City, they're at 4-4, and they got their 2-1. No, was it 4-1 versus Spurs?
Spurs, yep.
They got that. They've been having an okay couple weeks, but overall the season's not exactly the best.
Yeah.
So to follow up those 2 good performances with this stinker, this is really bad for them.
Yeah, no, facts. And what you just said is chalked down to that famous FIFA quote. What was it? form is temporary, class is permanent. Right? I think, how did that saying go?
That's
what it is. Yeah, exactly. So they might be on good form, but just overall as a team, they've just been playing. They've been bottling it. But my question to you is Gallagher. You think he's the guy for the right for the team? Because me personally,
I don't think anybody that's
no.
on that team is,
I think there is a
think
few
there-
cemented players.
Okay, let me be honest. Let me be unbiased, right? Excuse me. Reece James, keep. Enzo Fernandez, keep.
Nah, bro, you're bugging. Thiago Silva.
Wait. Okay, but I'm talking about like the moving forward, the future. Okay.
All right.
Dude is
Okay.
39. He's
No, okay. All right. If you say that, then I understand.
Okay. If you want to, if I'm including this season, Thiago Silva, keep.
Yeah. Palmer.
Keep for now. Let's see how he keeps going. I like Cucurella. Yeah, sure, keep him. Who else?
No,
it's a bunch of young guys, bunch of very expensive guys. Mudryk, Fofana,
the defender.
Choku,
I don't even know the defender's name.
Badiashile.
Yep, that's the guy. Yep.
It's a bunch of different young guys.
Caicedo
too. I would say keep Caicedo too. But again, there's a lot to be proven from this team still.
You got hard because I would have sold him the first day.
Yeah, Nicholas Jackson had a rough night too.
Yeah, he did. He
had
did
a very rough night.
I think Cole Palmer is actually one of the bright things going on, but I would 100% honestly keep him as a super sub.
Talking about Palmer?
Palmer, yeah, because he's not. I don't think that killer pass is not there yet. But yeah, no, I think overall, as a neutral, this was a very good game to watch. Isaac got injured. He's back. He's right on form. Amazing. Miley, the new guy or whatever, the young guy,
yep.
he played amazing. I know he got subbed off, but he played amazing. He did that killer pass to Isaac. No one was ever expecting it. That was beautiful. This game was overall, I think, a really good game to watch.
Yeah, just a lack of focus on Chelsea's part and lack of professionalism in a lot of different areas from them.
Facts.
So let's go on to the next game. Is that another? No. This is a London game. Brentford 0, Arsenal 1.
0 at Arsenal.
Tell me about it.
I watched this game. This game was actually it was all right.
Tell me about it.
First half,
I did not watch it, so.
Excuse me. The first half, you can basically miss it. It wouldn't do nothing to it. Not to say it was boring, but you could miss it. It's all right if you did. I think, though, because Raya or whatever you want to call him, was on the bench, so Ramsdale did play. And like I told you before, since he wasn't playing for that whole time, I feel like he did a lot of try-hard things, try to play off the back, try to hold the ball.
But that's what Arteta wants to do.
I know that's what he wants to do, but sometimes when you get benched as a player, it could affect you psychologically. And you try to do more than what you... I don't want to say capable because he could be capable, but you try too hard, too much, and you mess up. Exactly.
Squad. Yeah, I know, but like the thing with goalies keeping the ball and stuff like that, even with like the Alisson thing, like with against City, like I don't blame Alisson for that because that's the way that they wanted to play, or Klopp wants them to play. Like that link between Alisson and Salah, that counterattack has given so many goals. Of course, it's gonna mess up every once in a while, but that's how most coaches want to play. You know? No,
that's valid. That's a valid reason, but I don't think Ramsdale has that connection with any one of their forwards. You know what I mean? I think because of that reason that I said before, I think he had an okay game. Could have been better, but just because he had to try hard, it almost cost us a goal. But Arsenal did push well. I think they started to push real hard at the second half. They ended up making a goal towards the later stages of the match.
Who scored for Arsenal?
Havertz, excuse me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did. Came off as a sub. He came off as a sub and he scored. No one did. I didn't even actually. He scored as a sub. They were pushing, and they finally scored. And the only thing really, if I were to compare the two teams, Arsenal controlled possession, and then Brighton had their Brentford had their moments, but they were just really banking on their counterattack, really. And that's not going to win you the game, and that's what separates Arsenal from Brentford. that, Arsenal can control and dictate the game as a unit. Brentford was just counterattack football, basically. They had their moments, don't get me wrong, but, But it was an even match-ish. Like, it was about even, but I still give it to Arsenal, and they won. They did get lucky, I think, at last minute, but shout-outs to them. First place. That's all that matters, baby.
So they're in your first place in the league.
That's it. That's all that matters, man. Really, honestly.
First place in your power ranking.
Hey, man. Yo, if you want to bet, W takes.
Sure, whatever. On to another London game. Tottenham 1, Villa 2.
I didn't watch none of those games. Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
I would have wanted to love to watch this game.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good. A lot of very intense game. There could have been 4 goals in the opening 10 minutes. Son had a hat trick that was disallowed.
So wait, so you think should have been a hat trick?
No, he had a hat trick of goals disallowed. 3 goals disallowed.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. But Spurs, they were just playing really, really good. They were playing very intense football. They're both playing extremely high lines. I'm talking about they'll play in each other's halves. They're not even taking a step back into their half. The halfway line is the offside line. That's the way they were playing. I do want to say that Spurs, they created a lot of chances, but man, it really felt like they should have got more out of this game than they did.
They did, yeah. Do you think at the end of the day, Aston Villa deserved to win?
Do I think Aston Villa deserved to win? It's tough because it was such a tightly contested game. It could have gone either way.
Either way, yeah.
It could have gone either way. But each team were they were really throwing punches at each other.
Yeah, so, I mean, this goes back to...
a lot of bad tackles, too. A lot of Sunday League tackles.
From Romeo, huh? Was he playing?
Nah, he's serving a 3-match ban.
Oh, it was 3? Yeah. I didn't know it was 3.
I think this is game 2 of 3.
2, yeah. Wow, Ben Davies made an appearance. That's crazy. Almost crazy as Evans.
What was that question you was gonna ask?
No, but I wasn't asking a question. It's more like I remember you saying what Mikey said. I want to see how,
Oh, when the adversity comes,
this is,
they didn't play bad. They honestly did not play bad.
Yeah.
If I had to rate their effort, I would say they gave max effort.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not, it just wasn't their day. They ended up playing Brian Heel, who came back from injury.
Gill or Heel, did you say?
Heel. It's Gil.
Oh, okay, okay. The G makes it, yeah.
He came back from injury. He had surgery. He came back. He's, once he gets back in the swing of things, he's going to be pretty good for them.
Yeah, but I thought that was a surprise because he's 22. Why not put Richarlison or something? No, I mean, that's general. Richarlison has been playing, I would say, more consistency than Gil. So,
well, he's been injured. That's why.
Richarlison?
Heel.
Okay, yeah, I know. But, if I would say this is kind of an important game, you know what I mean? You just came from a loss and you wanted to, come back.
Actually, let me check. Continue that thought. I want to check Richarlison's if he's injured right now.
Yeah, no. So I would want somebody that's more familiar, has more chemistry than someone that came out, of an injury playing. I mean, I don't know what the reasoning is, but if you say Jill played good, then I guess it was a good shout.
No, not that he played good. Actually, Richarlison is injured.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he has a pelvic injury.
Yeah, he's probably out for a good month.
He'll actually have to have surgery for that.
Yeah, he's out for a long time. But still, even so, I think there's other options that you could have went.
Yeah, but the team in general played well. Udogie played pretty well. I don't think Bazuma played, but they played really well. Pedro Porro was, giving them a lot of effort. The team, they really didn't play bad, and that's why I'm really I'm upbeat about this team because, like Mikey said, like my brother had said, he wanted to see how they react with the adversity, but they didn't look like they were too fazed by that. They looked like, even when they went down by one, when they went up by one, it looked like they had the same intensity as when they were down by one.
By one, yeah.
I'm just waiting to see. I mean, I would like to see how long they can keep this up. But I'm generally right now, I'm pretty high on them right now.
Yeah. Do you think they're performing better than let's say Chelsea and Man U?
I mean, yes, because Man United has played. I don't want to say subpar, but not the best competition.
Yeah.
And Spurs have been playing like top
tiers, and they're
type of teams.
And they're higher in the league, so they're getting the results. All right, no fair.
I mean, let me be completely, open and stuff about this. If my team was beaten up on little teams, I would feel less okay about my team than losing barely to a top 6 team.
Yeah.
That's just how my mind works about it. But very good game. I would say this would be one of the games that I would watch the entirety of. Pretty good game.
I'll rewatch it for sure.
All right. So speaking of Manchester United,
Yeah, this is another one.
On to the last game of the week. We're not gonna have coverage on Fulham and Wolves. We'll probably do that in the next episode or something like that. But the last game is Everton 0, Man United 3.
I definitely did not watch this game because it happened so late in the day. But one thing I would say, though, is that if they won, since Manchester won, they've now closing the gap. They have 24 points, and the leader has, 30? So now they're 6 points behind, which... If I was them,
they're doing a lot better than we thought they were going to do.
No, exactly. So if I was them, really, I don't want to say be happy, but I wouldn't be too upset because what I would do personally is like chalk up the first half of the season because we're about to get the halfway mark and, chop off the first half and then, start new.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. So they're not really that far behind from the top 6 points. That's 2 games right there. So... if they keep a pilot mentality and they do perform well, which I didn't see the game, I hope they did. I would say
they played well. They
good. Then I would say the season is not a total loss. And we have been botching them. We have been, or at least me, I have been one of their strict.
You've been against them for.
It's not that I'm against. I'm very strict on Man U because the Man U I know. No, you gotta keep that. You gotta keep that standard.
Back in my day.
No, you gotta keep that standard. They're a team that should have that standard and is capable of having that standard. So the fact that they're not, I gotta be strict on them. There's no way.
They played well. Goal of the week, Garnacho.
Yeah, I heard that there was no contest. It has to be him.
No contest. Goal of the season.
Season? Oh yeah, slow down now. Slow down. I gotta see this then.
Nah, you can. I mean, you can watch the.
I'll watch it.
No, you can watch the highlight while I go on my.
Because that's game. Crazy. Goal of the season already.
So again, very early the goal came like 2 minutes in, and once that goal went in, it was all Manchester United. They kept it fairly close. Everton tried anyway. And Garnacho had a bunch of opportunities that he could have put in the back of the net, and he could have had a hat trick. To be honest,
so he scored 1 goal, 3 minutes.
He scored,
and it's already a banger.
Yes,
that is wild. I have to check this out.
It's already a banger, and but Everton, they came back towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, and
they made it a game. They were creating chances. Onana with some very, very important saves. I would say that Rashford he got a penalty, and he didn't earn it, but Martial earned it, and then he put it away. So good for him getting
that was a question I want to ask when you're done with your take. Continue.
And then the United just kept the pressure on, and Ashley Young just had such a bad game for Everton.
Their key signing.
Yeah, one of their key signings. And Martial again, he gets a third goal, and he just chips Pickford. You gonna turn down the volume?
Oh, my fault. I couldn't hear it. My bad.
He just chips Pickford on his line, and the game's over in the 75th minute, and the 79th minute around there.
Yeah. So my question too, I seen it. and I was kind of
And actually,
wow.
I would like, right? You see it,
Wow.
right? Right?
Dude, that's like Rooney.
Right? That's
And he did the suit.
That's what I said.
Yo,
That's what I said, right?
Dude,
it's very like
that's Rooney right
I
there.
saw
yo.
it and I was like, "Yo, Rooney!"
Rooney, like there's no,
Right?
yeah,
It looks
crazy.
like off the shin too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, more off the foot than the shin.
But yeah,
still,
no, yeah.
like the same type of, one of the better Man United goals ever, to be honest.
Bro, yeah, this is probably his goal this season.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
I mean, there's no competition for goal of the week. That's, by the way, to our viewers, that's why there's no goal of the week because
Garnacho.
Thank you, Alejandro Garnacho. Okay, all right.
That's wild.
All
But
right.
back
Messi says hi. Okay, all right.
But back to my question, right? I was looking at the lineup of the game, and I was actually interested in seeing that. I don't know if it was because of injury. Martial start. What's your take on that? You think it was a good choice?
Over Højlund?
You think it was a good shot? I mean, I know he got
first
the
off,
penalty.
before I go into that, the Martial thing, Everton fans, they were protesting the 10-point deduction. They were holding up like
As they
corrupt. I think it said like they were like Premier League logos, like papers with Premier League logos and corrupt underneath them.
As they should.
And they were like throwing them on the field and stuff.
As they should. As they should.
So they were just booing the whole time, man. Oh, they hated that game. But if they would have won it, that place would have gone crazy.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, so back to what you said about Martial over Højlund. I think that first off, Ten Hag, he wasn't on the pitch.
Yeah, I seen that.
He was serving his band. Because of accumulation of yellow cards.
I think when you get 3, you get put in the snare.
So he was serving that. And again, I'm all for Ten Hag doing what Ten Hag needs to do.
Okay.
Højlund, he's a great striker. He's proven that he can score goals, but right now he can only score goals in the Champions League, and it's the Premier League, and they need Martial is he can give him some more than Højlund can at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
The dude is super young, and Martial is more of like a vet. That's why he's in these situations. And United play better, honestly. I'm not saying they would have played worse with Højlund out there, but they didn't look bad.
Yeah,
with
and I've
Martial out
seen
there.
that Luke Shaw came back from injury too.
Yeah, that was.
Did he have a good game?
Yeah, he played relatively well. He had a good game, and it was pretty good to see him back on the pitch. To be honest.
Yeah, that's good then. I'm happy for them. And on top of that, it's been quiet. No one's been mentioning Maguire's name, so that's good too.
Yeah, he's been solid, man.
Yeah, that's been good too.
He's been solid, and apparently Varane has been available this whole time.
This whole time, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm
which
saying.
is interesting.
Well, a lot of people, there's speculations that he's going to go to
Saudi,
but
yeah.
We'll see. Definitely we'll see.
All right, so that concludes the Week 13, the match day Week 13. And let's go on to predictions for Week 14.
14, all right.
All right. We're gonna pick a side. We're gonna pick a side, and then we're gonna give the best games to watch, or our opinion on the best games to watch.
Pick a side as in who do you think we win?
Yes.
All right, bet.
Yes. So you're gonna pick a winner, and then at the end we'll give you the best 2 games to watch. So you don't have to watch all of it, and then we can just waste our lives watching games. All right. Brentford and Luton. Who you got?
Brentford.
I got Brentford as well. It would be nice if Luton can harness some of that dog that they had against Crystal Palace, against Brighton.
Brighton, you think?
Against Brentford. It would be a closer match, but I expect this game to be at least 3 goals different.
3, wow, okay. Cool.
For Brentford, anyway. Only because when you go against those little teams and you get beat the week before, they kind of catch the residuals off of that. And they just lost to Arsenal, so they might be, looking for revenge. Arsenal versus Wolves, who you got?
Arsenal versus Wolves, I'm going Arsenal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know you. I knew you was going to not go against that.
Really?
No, you're going to go Wolves. Watch.
Against both your teams.
You got to pick one. I'm picking Arsenal.
I'd pick Arsenal too.
I'm surprised. I thought you would think they would do the Man City to us too.
What? What do you?
Wolves.
What do you? Oh,
Because you know how they stole points from Man City. I thought you'd do the same.
yeah.
to us.
They did it. I mean, you know what? I'll go Wolves because they did it to Spurs.
Yeah.
They did it to Spurs and they did it to City, and you guys are top of the table now.
You don't think we'll break the cycle? Yo, believe.
All right, Burnley. I'm going Wolves for that game. Burnley, Sheffield. Who you
Like
got?
I said, I'm picking Burnley.
I got Sheffield.
They're not that bad.
I got Sheffield.
Still not my Cinderella.
I got Sheffield. Forest and Everton. Who you got?
I'm gonna go Everton.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Forest play. I mean, Everton didn't play great against United.
There's
they
gonna
do-
be changes made.
But they do beat up against like smaller teams.
Yeah, no,
or teams around where they
should
are.
be. Yeah,
I'm gonna go Everton with that one.
you're just gonna copy.
What do you mean? That's my analysis.
Sure.
Newcastle versus United.
Who do you have?
Newcastle versus United. Newcastle.
I'm going to United.
Actually, ooh.
Oh, he's just
Wait,
gonna copy
no.
me, folks.
I'm thinking because if it's Champions League this
It's
week.
Champions League weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's exactly why I'm going with Manchester United. And on top of that, coming off from this win,
I'm going Newcastle.
coming off that win with Everton, I think they're going to be in good form.
Yeah. Whatever.
No, I really do. Actually,
yeah,
no, really.
whatever.
Garnacho's going to score a base. Watch.
Whatever.
All right, watch.
Oh, now you're on the Garnacho bandwagon.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Chelsea versus
No,
Brighton.
I'm
Who you
sorry.
got? Who you got?
McTominay.
Chelsea versus Brighton. Who you got?
This is actually going to be a good game, I think. I can go either or.
I'm going Brighton.
I'm going to go with Chelsea.
Liverpool, Fulham. Who you got?
Fulham. I'm being serious. I think Fulham.
Liverpool.
I think Fulham.
West Ham, Crystal Palace. This is a game I would have been hyped for in the early part of the season.
Yeah, facts.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Definitely not a game to watch. I'm going to go Crystal.
I'm going West Ham. Bournemouth versus Aston Villa. Who you
Villa
got?
all the way.
Villa. City versus Spurs. Who you got? Who you got?
I didn't even see the last game, so if they really play that good, who knows? But I'm going to go with City. They're going to take care of business.
I'll go City because I don't think that, although I don't think that Spurs
Will play bad.
will play bad because I don't think they want to go lose 3 games in a row, especially after the great start that they had. I think it would be a shame for them to just go 3 in a row, but I don't think City's gonna
Let that
let
happen.
them. Yeah, they're not.
Facts.
They're not gonna. They're gonna keep their foot on their neck. And that concludes preview.
Previews. So
So
now,
our games that we should watch. What are 2 games that the viewers
obviously,
cannot
Spurs, Man City.
miss? Okay.
That's going to be no brainer. And I'm going to say Newcastle United for sure. Because because they got to come out for Champions League. I want to see how these 2 teams react. And they both been having injury. At least Newcastle have an injury problem going on, they're coming back from injury.
I'm
so I
going
wanna
for
see.
the same games. It's not really.
Other than Chelsea Brighton though.
Chelsea and Brighton is like the only other game that I think could be very entertaining to a neutral.
Yeah.
But Newcastle and United and City and Spurs is just they're obviously the 2 biggest games of the week.
And on top of that, I feel like it's gonna be a biggie. I know we're not doing that, but it's gonna be a biggie for sure for the table and ranking wise. Well, first off, Man City and Tottenham, because they're, top 4. You're going to need it. And then Newcastle, Man United. Like I said, Man United are only 6 points away. That's not that far. With a loss, we'll go down to 9. So you don't want to start that cycle. So I think it would be a big year as well, too. So, yeah, those are the games to watch for sure.
All right.
So now Champions League is happening this Tuesday and Wednesday as well. I'm going to go through some of the games, and I want you to tell me who do you have.
So we're just doing predictions?
Just predictions. There's nothing else to do, yeah?
All right.
All right. So, first game, let's say Lazio and Celtics. I'm going to do all the Tuesday games and then Wednesdays. But first Tuesday, Lazio, Celtic.
Lazio.
All right. I'm going to go with Lazio's as well. Shakhtar's or Antwerp?
Shakhtar.
Okay. Milan. I think I'm gonna go No, actually, I'm gonna go Antwerp. Actually, I think they play really well as a unit. Milan, Dortmund.
Dortmund.
Dortmund. I think Milan.
Give me
Raphael.
Dortmund.
Not even Raphael.
Give me Dortmund.
That's supposed to be a good game, actually, because if you do look at the table, Dortmund's first and Milan's third.
Yeah, and I had Dortmund last.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I had them going home with their tails between their legs, man.
No, I'm definitely gonna go Milan. They need a win, but Feyenoord, Athletic Madrid.
Didn't Feyenoord beat them at Atletico Madrid Stadium?
At Athletic Madrid Stadium.
I
Hold
think
on a
so.
second, I'll tell you right now.
I'm going to Atletico Madrid, but I think Feyenoord beat them at their stadium, or maybe it was close.
So far, they did not. Yeah, Athletic won 3-2.
Okay, all right.
So it was a close game. All right, so I'm gonna go with Atletico Madrid as well, and PSG Newcastle. Sorry,
Newcastle.
Oh wait, I didn't hear you right. Say it again. Sorry.
The Geordies. I
The
want
Geordies.
Newcastle.
Wow, I think PSG for
Okay.
sure.
All right.
Yeah, they can't afford a loss. They definitely can't. If they get fourth place, I swear to you, riots. I'll start the riot. Damn, I'll go to France myself. Barca, Porto for me.
Go. Why you laughing? What's funny, man? Come on.
Nothing, man. Your facial reaction is hilarious. Young Boys and Red Star.
Why don't you say their name?
Sir,
you say
Servina.
I'm going Young Boys.
Thank you. I'm going Red Star. All right. So then the last Tuesday game is
game. This is gonna be a good game.
Last Tuesday game is gonna be City Leipzig.
I'll go City, but close game.
I think they're always close when they face each other, but I'm gonna go Leipzig. Actually, I think they're gonna.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
they're gonna save matches for the Premier League, and I think they're gonna get upset. So, out of these games, who do you think is gonna be the game to watch this Tuesday?
Milan and Dortmund.
I think PSG, Newcastle, and then if I had to pick another one, City, Leipzig. So Wednesday night games is Galatasaray and United. What's funny? That's funny.
I'm going Galatasaray.
Me too. City, PSV. I'm sorry. Sevilla, PSV.
Sevilla.
All right, me too. I'm gonna go there. Real Madrid, Napoli.
This is gonna be this is probably the game of the Wednesday. I'm gonna go with Napoli close game.
All right, I'm gonna go with Madrid. Braga, Union Berlin.
Union Berlin.
I'm going Braga. Arsenal, Lens.
Arsenal.
All right, Real Sociedad, Salzburg, and I'm going
This
with
is a
Arsenal.
good game. This is a good game. I'll go Real Sociedad.
All right, yeah, me too.
They played really well earlier on.
Bayern, Copenhagen.
I'll go Bayern. They played really well against Real Sociedad. They played well against Benfica. They played really well.
Against Benfica.
Yeah, the Real Sociedad played really well against Benfica.
No, I'm talking about Bayern, Copenhagen.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, as a
Real
back, yeah.
Sociedad had
A good
played
game. Yeah,
really,
no, I
really
give
well
that.
against
Yeah,
Benfica.
I'm going Bayern for sure. Benfica, Inter.
Inter.
Yeah, I'm going Benfica.
Really?
They need a result. Need
needing a result and having the ability to get a result is two different
They
things.
have the ability. They do. Come on, they have the ability. Don't disrespect. But
How am I disrespecting?
yeah, to laugh and say they need and they will is two different things. As if Benfica's not capable of doing it. They've done it the last 2 years.
All right, let me
Beating PSG,
okay.
beating Barcelona. It's not a hard task.
Let me look at they lost to Inter.
I know that we have not won the game. I think we scored one goal in this whole Champions League. You do not have to put me in my misery.
I'm just gonna go look at the record, okay? I'm just looking at the record. I'm not talking crap. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just.
you're just
facts.
making me relive this trauma. Nah, it's cool.
Look, Salzburg 0-2.
Okay.
Salzburg win, right? Inter 1-0. Granted,
I know
close game.
these. Yeah.
Real Sociedad, they literally mopped the floor with you guys.
I'm not trying to make
3-1.
jokes, huh? Yeah.
Bro, they literally that whole game, you guys didn't do. I'm not saying you guys couldn't do anything. I'm just saying they didn't allow you to do anything. Like they played really, really well.
Okay. Are you done with my torture? No, I'm going Benfica. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
I think that said it all. If not, my apologies. But what do you think is the game of the week?
The game of the week or the game of Wednesday?
Sorry, Wednesday. Apologize.
Real Madrid versus Napoli.
So in the terms of watching,
Or
I'm going Galatasaray and Man United.
Just because they're so inconsistent.
Exactly. And but if you're gonna go by meaningful, nah, man.
If I wanted to go competitive, I'd probably say Real Madrid and Napoli, Real Sociedad Salzburg, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. But in terms of like entertainment, I think that Galatasaray and Manchester would be entertaining.
No, in terms of entertainment, I think the most entertaining game would probably be PSG versus Newcastle.
Well, I'm saying of Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying overall, like of this whole Champions League week, and most entertaining game probably PSG and Newcastle.
Facts.
Probably.
Facts. Yeah, that's about it.
Anything else you wanna talk about?
No, I'm pretty solid. Can't believe you picked McTominay last week, but it's okay. Sheer disappointment.